Yo, what's the deal, man? Coming to y'all on this good Sunday morning. Uh, this your boy Big Lord checking in. This is generally speaking, man. And I'm coming to y'all with we got a good one today, man. We got a good one. If y'all don't know too much about me in this channel, man, y'all know this channel is very unorthodox. I don't just cover hip hop media and stuff like that. So I'm not the one to subscribe to if you just looking for hip hop media, you trying to be in touch with the news, you want to play by play about this or about that. I pretty much on this channel cover what I want to cover due to the fact that I really don't got the time to be chasing down stories or I see shit how y'all I see shit when y'all see shit like on social media, and if I feel like I wanna give my opinion about it, and I give my opinion about it. But for the most part, I'm not really just gonna be doing play by plays about what's going on in the hip hop community, because some of that shit I really don't feel the need to even speak on. It's a lot of police shit that go on with this hip hop media blog and shit. So I really don't. And then I feel like it's a lot of like shit that you gotta really partake in that I really don't feel like honorable. So I choose to just talk about subjects that move me and what I feel. So if you're looking for that play by play, every time something happens to a rapper and shit like that, like I'm not gonna be speaking on cases. I'm not gonna be speaking on people getting killed and shit like that, because that's not what I'm into, and I don't care about that type of shit. So if you wanna hear hip hop news and you want somebody that's gonna cover it, you know, holler at my boy urban politicians Big Ant. You feel me? Out of H Town. One of my H Town brothers, one of my Houstonians out here. Who else? Of course academics, but no jumping shit like that. But over here, I do what I want to do. You feel me? I talk about what I want to talk about. So to say less, today's topic is, I seen something last week on the internet about Mama D and Lil Scrappy. Mama D and Lil Scrappy had a little episode on social media last week that everybody was giving their opinion about, and I really felt like I wanted to come in and go in depth on that, because I feel like that was something that's not really talked about. And if you haven't seen the clip, just get on YouTube, type in Lil Scrappy Mama D, and it's gonna pop up. But man, just I want to talk about, as a black man, this ain't for all black men, because all black men have not suffered from neglect, be it from your mother or your father. It's some black men that come from great parents and chose to still live a life of crime, and it's some that came from fucked up environments and chose to you know take their life in the right direction. So we're not finna sit here and classify all issues into one, because that's not the case. I know I shouldn't have to say that this shit ain't for everybody, but it's sensitive people on the internet, so you gotta. Oh, that ain't everybody. My mama ain't do this. Okay, we ain't talking about you. You feel me? We talking about the black man in America who felt neglect, who felt like their mothers ain't, or their fathers wasn't really being mothers and fathers to them. So I guess the topic of this conversation is gonna be, when you find out as a black man that your mama really wasn't shit. Like, yeah, it's gonna done. It's gonna dawn on you eventually. Like, it's gonna dawn on you eventually, where you find out this plane going over. Let this plane go over real quick. you gonna eventually find out, bro. As long as you keep on living, you gonna find out. Damn, like it come a time when you sitting back and you thinking about everything you done been through with your parents and shit like that. You know, we so used to the fathers not being in the household. So at the time when you growing up, you ain't knowing that you know it's supposed to be two people in here raising you, a man and a woman. You just grow up and you just with your mama. You don't know why. You don't know why your daddy not around. You don't know why he left. Why you don't even, sometimes you ain't know who the fuck your daddy is or what he look like. Some people daddy died. Some people daddy in jail for the rest of their fucking life, and some of them just walked away. So you don't really know, and it's like a carbon sin in the black household to even sit down and really have that tough conversation with your mama because for one you a kid. You not finna sit down and ice grill your mama about, well, why we ain't got no dad in the house? You'll fuck around, get your ass slapped, or that's frowned upon in the black household. That's a form of disrespect to be sitting down questioning your mama. So that's for one. So we just grow up noticing that okay, I'm a boy. I'm growing up around my mama. I got all these fucking emotions running through me. I don't know how to even express the shit because in some households you can't even sit down and have a conversation with your mom, bro. Like I just stated, you can't even sit down and really have a conversation because some parents don't open that up to their kids because they feel like it's so much of a dictatorship in those situations to where you feel like, damn man, I can't even sit down and tell her how I really feel because she gonna look at me like I'm being disrespectful. She gonna whoop my ass, or I'm gonna be on punishment because I'm speaking my mind or I'm feeling this, but I wanna tell you how I feel, but I'm scared you gonna get mad at me. So you just growing up with all these different emotions in you, and then you ain't necessarily getting the love that you feel like you're supposed to be getting from your mother. So I'm sitting back with one of my good brothers on the phone. We was talking about this the other day, and he was telling me about something that he heard from somebody else, and it made a lot of sense to me. He said, and I don't want to quote him wrong, but I'm probably gonna fuck this up, but bear with me, you know. He was like, you can for the most part in the black community as a boy in a single parent household, you can recover from not having your father in your life because not having your father in your life, you gain those traits of being a boy and learning how to stand up for yourself and being tough. You get those traits back in your friends when you go outside and it's just in men nature to click up and have a group of friends and try to conquer the world and try to just we got testosterone in us. We masculine men. We like to wrestle. We like to compete and shit like that. So you gonna pick those up along the way if your mother is allowing you to go outside and play with others. Because there's some mothers that those boys too rough. I don't want you playing with them. It's a lot of women that feminize they boys because they don't want their boys to get hurt or these boys or they the rough crowd and I don't want my son growing up around there, so they try to shelter their kids the best way they can. But it's like caging in an animal when you do that because you really hiding the world from your kids, and I feel like you should never do that. Like you should show your kids, not necessarily show them to them firsthand. You can give them a message from a third party. You can be riding through a bad neighborhood and be like, you see that person right there? That person is on drugs. That's what you look like when you're on drugs. That's why you shouldn't do drugs. Or you can, just different examples. You can see a car wreck and be like, this is what happened when you drive too fast and irresponsibly in a car. You shouldn't drive fast in the car. You should go the speed limit. Things of that nature. You should never hide the real world from your kids, because eventually your kids are going to get old enough to where they're not going to be under your supervision anymore. I mean, they will have to see these things on their own, and you want them to be privy to this already. Oh, yeah, that's a part of raising your kids, because you didn't show them something before. That way, they already got the answers to the test. They can go in. They better prepared. Oh, my daddy told me about this. Or my mama told me about this. Or my mama did this. My mama did that. And I feel like that's part of your many jobs as a parent, is to try to give your kids a head start as best as you can. So he was saying, yeah, you can pretty much pick up manly traits in your friends, but the lack of a mother's love is what affects a lot of black men in today's world. And I totally agree with that. And this is no form of woman bashing or coming down on the women or trying to say women, black women are bad mothers, but we have to be honest, man. Well, the black man get a lot of slack for not being in the household, but just because you're a present parent, that don't make you the better parent. Don't let that go over your head. So I say that to say this, like, you can be in the household with your mother and still not feel like your mother is giving you her all as a parent. That being her going to provide for you outside of government assistance. Her going to provide that you have the things now also that you need, but some of the things, if not all of them, but some of the things that you may want. Because who wants to make their kid suffer? Two, that nurturing, that being nurtured. You want to, all kids want, and I said this last night, a lot of kids, the reason why they do the things they do, the reason why they lash out and they seem like they just out of control, because a lot of kids don't feel like they're loved. They don't feel like anybody gives a fuck about them, so they just go out here and they lash out and they just do things to get attention. You start seeing your kid doing wild shit because they want attention. They want you to talk to them. They want you to love them, hug them, tell them you love them. They want you to have a conversation with them. They're not getting enough attention from you. That is very so much a thing in the black community. Us being so caught up in our own personal shit that we forget we got a whole living being that we are responsible for and that we have to communicate with and show some type of form of love and affection to. A lot of black men don't get that. You get, oh, I gotta make you a man. I gotta toughen you up. Some black women don't even tell they young boys they love them or get them a hug or kiss them. None of that. A lot of black men grew up not getting that from their mothers. So, and I don't want to I don't want to fast forward my point. So I'm gonna just stay right here in this pocket that I'm in. What else? Showing your son how one, a woman's supposed to treat him, and two, how he's supposed to treat a woman. A lot of men don't learn that from their mothers because we grow up seeing our mother run the streets, do drugs, abuse alcohol, be out here with multiple men, lie to men, manipulate men. We see that firsthand because you're living with your mother. So what do all these things do to you as you grow older? Because you gotta learn something. Whether it be good traits or bad traits, you gotta learn something from somebody you're around every day. And what are you learning? You're learning if your mother is on top of her game. You seen your mother go work not one job, but maybe even two jobs to put food on your table and provide for you. You see your mother is a hard working woman, and that, as a boy, will make you be like, damn, I wanna be something in life because I seen my mama work 2 and 3 jobs to try to provide for me. Two, you having a nourishing mother that will show you it's okay to love and be loved. It's okay to express your feelings. It's okay for you to feel like nobody's not. It's okay for you to feel vulnerable in a sense, to where you not up so you not thinking everybody out to get you or hurt you. You know? Three, you just seen your mama. She don't have to be just because a woman's not with a man. That don't necessarily mean uh, she's got to be out here fucking Tom, Dick, and Harry. Some women are okay with just being by themselves and raising their kids and putting all their effort into raising their kids. But if you seen your mama have positive relationships with and good relationships with men, that will show you, hey, I seen my mama be in good relationships. I seen what type of men she dealt with, and I want to not only have that for myself, I want to take some of those positive traits and put them in my life. That's the good side of it. The bad side of it is if you seen your mama live off government assistance and only live off that, not even try to go work, not even try to go do anything extra to help better raise you, or not put you in, put you behind an A-bar by having you living in housing projects or living in one of the worst neighborhoods ever, where you won't be a product of your environment. Two, you seen your mama run game and manipulate men and lie to men and even put you in it and have you lie to men for her own greater good. You'll grow up feeling like all women manipulate men, lie to men, tell men anything to get what they want out of men, which will have you detached from even loving or respecting a woman because you done seen firsthand that what women do from your mother. Three, not being loved on. Well, I think I spoke on the aspect of not being loved on. Just not being able to seeing seeing your mom do drugs and seeing your mom abuse alcohol. That will give you a I ain't gonna say it's gonna give you a okay, but it's gonna you this all you seen, so this is what you are accustomed to. When you accustomed to bad, more than likely you gonna do bad. You accustomed to good, for the most part you're gonna do good. Now, it's always that exception to the rules. Just because you was in a fucked up situation, that don't mean you gonna be. That's what you gonna do. But you also have those traits in you, and you have to learn how to let that bad shit go and try to find some type of positivity and hang on to that and build on that positivity. So, I say that to say this, man. Back to my original point. Seeing that brother Scrappy tell his mother why he hurt and why he's the way he is from the things he's seen her do in his childhood, I commend that brother, and I want to tell that brother I'm with you. Uh, we black men we gotta find other like black men, and we gotta, if you can't afford therapy, get with brothers of likeness and sit down and have those tough conversations, bro, and be vulnerable to somebody that understands you and not gonna judge you for your vulnerability. Stop holding in past traumas and hurt, because as long as you hold that in, you gonna hurt people, and that shit gonna trickle down into your kids, and it's gonna be an ongoing long repeated cycle, man. And that's what we don't need in the black community. We have enough of that shit. Somebody has to break the curse. And I don't want to sit here and act like I'm holier and thou, and I got all the answers, man. But because I'm also learning for myself how to live and let live and let go of my past traumas and hurts. And I feel like I'm heading in the right direction. No, I'm not perfect, but I feel like I'm working on myself every day to let certain things that hurt me in my past, in my childhood, and my traumas that I went through. I'm working every day not to pass that on to my daughter as much as I can. But it comes a time, man, when you find out that your mama really didn't do the best that she could for you in your upbringing. And if you survive that, if you ain't in jail right now doing 100 years, you ain't too far gone to where you can't turn your life around, man, sit down with somebody, man, have a conversation with them. Get with a group of guys that's like mine that you can trust, man. That you can sit down and be vulnerable with, and have those tough conversations, man. We gotta let that shit go, man. We gotta let it go. It's only hindering us. Everybody not out here to get us, and we don't know how bad dealing with that type of shit fuck us up to the women that we pick and we choose. A lot of us end up going to find women that are different versions or just younger versions of our mother, because that's what we find. That's what we think love is. Whatever you feel like love is in your heart, whatever that looks like to you, go find it for yourself, man. Whether you want somebody that communicates with you, or somebody that you can be vulnerable with, somebody who doesn't judge you, any other traits that you feel like you need. Nobody's perfect, but any of those traits that you feel like you need to feel love, that's not toxic, that's not gonna cause you hurting somebody or going to jail or arguing every day, shit that look like love but it really ain't love, it's really all bullshit. Go find positivity, walk in that line of positivity and righteousness and consciousness, and try to stay far away from things that's not bringing you peace. Arguing, beating people up, breaking shit, yelling back and forth, not being able to communicate, fucking different women, having 5 and 6 different fucking baby mamas, having 5 or 6 kids from different women. That is not the way we supposed to be living our life, black men. And I know we seen that shit growing up and we thought that shit was cool, but that shit ain't cool, man. Find you some type of righteousness in your life, some type of consciousness, man, and pick yourself up, man. It ain't never too late. It ain't never too late, man. You gotta let that hurt go. I know it's hard, but I believe we can do it. That's all I got, man. I know I probably bounced around and I probably, said a lot of shit. But whatever I said that you can stick to, man, take that and use it. And I'm just here to help, man. I'm just here to point us in the right direction, because I love who I am, bro. I want everybody to love who they are, and I want everybody to walk in that positive line, man, because it's so much better on this side. And, I'm still working every day, bro. I deal with hurt every day. I deal with things that I feel like I was robbed of in my childhood, and I have to eventually let that go and bury that and move on with my life. And I'm just working on that every day. So this is my message to y'all, man. I hope y'all receive it well. Whoever watched this video full through, whoever this might connect with or align with, man, I appreciate you. And just stay tuned, man. And don't forget, man, shit, share the video, like the video, get in the comment section, talk to me, I'll talk back. It's your boy Big Lord. This is Generally Speaking. I'm out. Y'all be safe. Stay dangerous.